That's a dangerous thing to say.
Yeah.
Yes.
Put together a great float.
Yeah. Thank you.
You can help taste them with our float.
I'm famous for saying the wrong things.
Mike Colby.
Yeah.
You're being recorded.
We are being recorded, okay.
He made up too much noise. He was trying to notify you, but
Oh, did he have messages here?
I don't know.
What do you think?
How are you doing?
Good, how you doing? Good.
Someday we'll have an answer for you.
Yeah.
I won't hold my breath.
Yeah, I wouldn't either.
Who knows what?
Yeah, right.
Any movement on it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think there is movement.
Really, very.
But then we have the other issues, so.
Okay, yeah, no, we're being recorded, so don't tell me
Yes.
Tell me later.
Yeah, but you have to do it in pantomime, you know. Sounds like.
Right, right. I can probably imagine.
It'll find its resolution.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Wow, I told Cheryl I was gonna be the only one here. I thought everybody else would Zoom.
We all wanted to come see you.
Where should we sit?
There we go.
Wherever you would like.
Move here if you want 2 seats here.
Where's John is the question.
John is, yes, he was what he said, he was definitely not coming because he's in hell Week trying to close off his business by Friday. In fact, I got a letter in the mail saying,
Right.
you know, come to his place at 3 to 5 on Friday, and he's going to have refreshments, and you can meet his new replacement.
It's open, yeah.
Oh, it's 3 to 5 that he's doing that? I didn't have the time.
I know, right?
Yes, is that?
Am I right, it is 3 to 5.
Yeah, I just got that letter in the mail.
He's on, yeah, right.
Holy mackerel, it's a party.
It's Patty.
Hi. How are you?
What you doing exciting, anything? Nothing?
Did you get my email?
I don't know, what did it say?
Oh, it said it's here.
What's here?
That's what I emailed you.
Where's here?
Where you
Oh,
going?
there's
Yeah,
the-
sorry, also-
your thing, somebody found your,
Oh, the email, okay.
yeah.
Yep.
See?
Jerry and Lynn, you can sit here in the front if you want.
Oh,
You're more
that would be
photogenic
cool.
than I am.
What?
You're more photogenic.
Oh, oh,
3 to 5, you said, okay.
oh,
I'll see if I can do
so
that.
we are on TV.
Oh, you are on Zoom?
Well, yeah, no,
So watch what
it's
you
supposed to
say.
be so that people can come easily. That's why we did it as a Zoom link. So there's a little thing where it switches around all the
That
time.
was the first.
Pretty creepy.
Right here?
Yeah, the little cameras.
Oh, little camera, somebody talks.
Very convenient.
So it's the owl, but the little thing in front of you,
The owl?
that's an owl.
Oh, like, well, because it has a head that can spin like this.
Well, you can see the 2
No, 'cause
eyes.
it's got the,
What do you saw?
I'll talk.
see the 2 little eyes?
Yep.
And the little nose?
Ah, I see. Look at that, Jock.
Wow. Seven oh five, 7:04. We're all gonna have to take one float each.
That's right.
I have a picture of you on the float with
Yeah,
at the
doing
275th,
barrels. Do it again.
doing your barrels, yeah.
Do it again.
Well, it says like there's 6 people on Zoom, but we're on it.
What, I think we're the 6.
No.
Or is there,
No, those are
See
actually.
down participants?
am I supposed to let them in?
Yes.
I'd like they're already in.
Is it Ula?
Oh, they're already in, okay.
There you go.
So,
Okay.
So how come we can't
oh,
see?
they're
You should be able to
they're
see
just,
them now.
Are they
I'm
on you?
with,
Well, they have their cameras on.
Excuse me,
okay.
Bill.
Church
Yep.
on the middle school.
Oh,
Great.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't let it know that.
The church that's hoping went into the
Oh,
old one.
This is a general.
Church at one
oh,
point.
no, this is purely that great.
That's right, we're not holding our breath,
It's
but.
gonna take a while.
All right, you gotta have a float anyway,
Yeah,
Mary
that was
Jane.
definitely-
The Churchville float?
Yeah.
No, come on.
Which is, it gives us plenty of room, but
Oh, yeah.
it's just
I'll see you in the
expensive.
auditorium.
Okay, so we've got,
Yeah, we'll do an auditorium and then use the cafeteria after.
Oh, that's nice, yeah, you got one here. coffee and
Yeah, a little
things, so,
coffee, yeah. Next door.
yeah.
Do we have pictures of people online or just blank screens?
I don't know, I don't think I can turn them on.
So you're
Oh.
gonna hope to have the church participate in the
Right.
parade and everything?
Yeah.
Yeah. that'd be
We
great.
have Leslie Rahala, Irene Comden, Kim Craven,
Yeah,
and an unknown number there, so.
yeah, we'll be having the old home day and.
Yeah.
All right, I guess. Clock here.
Is John coming?
John is not coming though. Okay, so just to give everybody a little introduction to what we're doing here. You all saw the email. We are planning on a less formal than the 275th parade for June 20th of next year to celebrate America's 250th anniversary. We want it to be a low-key Townsend, have lots of fun kind of thing to in this parade. You know, we're not going to plan on a big budget. We are just going to basically have local groups and have fun. And it will be, as we mentioned, it'll be, let me just go through my email here so that I do not get the wrong times. So it's going to be starting at 11 a.m. at Scales Lane, which is about a mile down the road from here. The parade will go down Main Street to the town common where the Old Home Day festivities will be going on. So groups can be involved either on the common or with marching or whatever way they want to come here and there, come.
You said 11 o'clock at
Yeah.
home?
11 o'clock is when the parade will begin.
Step off.
Step off, yes.
The sheet from last week says 10:30, does that make any difference?
No, this was the email that went out to everybody, 11 o'clock.
I think
Maybe
John did
10:30.
some tweaking.
It will be starting at 11,
So
so.
that's step off. I assume you're gonna
But
get
the
there
step
before.
on, so people are gonna get there a lot
Right.
earlier.
Did we get that email?
I don't know. Probably.
I'm gonna join this, but turn my volume off.
Have you got anything?
Yeah. I'll look at
I just mentioned the June 20th date is significant in that the town voted during a town meeting on that date to support the revolution. And it happened in a number of towns. That's why that date was picked. We won't mention that July 4th is hopeless. So it's a good date. And then the other piece of information that I think Mary Jane had found was that there were 30 meeting houses that made this vote on this day. 10 of them,
I'm sorry, did you?
in terms of the meeting house for the vote, there were 10 of them that voted in the actual meeting house, and then there were 3, and now we're the last surviving meeting house in which that vote took place in Massachusetts. So it's significant.
So I would, just gonna share my screen here for a second, if I can. I'm gonna send my request to Dave, so I can share. Okey-doke, I'm gonna try again.
Doesn't come up with the.
So, I've set up a little website that should be easy to remember. It's just townsend250.org. And if you hit that in, you'll go to our 250th parade page. And it has the same description that's in that email. But more importantly, it's got a little link here to sign up with your group to let us know how you would like to participate. So if you just click on that, it tells me I've already responded, but I'll edit my response. But it's just asking some basic information. What's your group? What's a short description of your group? Who do we contact? What's the email? What's the phone number? And then if you want to do something in the parade, describe it here. If you want to do something at Old Home Day, describe it there. So I'm really asking whatever groups are interested, and I'll be pushing this townsend250.org link out to the Facebook and things like that, so that other groups that didn't respond directly to this can sign up. But it will all just, create a spreadsheet of all the people who sign up. And so that's the way, it's very easy to participate. So, just to, give some ideas, we'll talk about, I'm gonna mention what I'm gonna do. The Barnet coach will mention what they're gonna do, but I'll start off with me. So for the rail trail group, I remember back when Roy Shepherd used to do a little 4th of July parade, and my kids were little, and we all decorated bikes, and they just absolutely loved that. We rode down Main Street, following behind Uncle Sam there, and they just had a great time. And now that we have a rail trail, we're not going to be on the rail trail, but I would like to celebrate bikes in Townsend. So what Squanicook Greenways is thinking of doing is at the beginning of the, I thought you were on Zoom, Kim.
I don't know whether you couldn't hear me or what, so it was wonky, so I came down.
Oh,
Oh,
okay. Is there something I'm supposed to do to hear you?
They
I
were
don't know.
all muted.
Because Dave said he was talking to me and I couldn't hear him.
Yeah, everything
Yeah.
was muted on your participants list. There were no cameras and they're all muted.
Have you
But
muted?
usually you can't make somebody unmuted.
Right, and I was trying to unmute and raise my hand and nothing was happening, so I jumped in the
Oh,
car.
yeah, I didn't even,
And there's no visual as well.
Right.
Nice.
Yeah, can you hear me?
I don't know. I've never dealt with their Zoom before. So anyway, I was talking about what Squanicook Greenways is thinking of doing. So we're gonna set up a table over at Scales Lane and buy a whole bunch of decorations, ribbons and things like that for kids to do on their bicycles or whatever vehicle they wanna pull, they wanna do a wagon, anything that they can get from Scales Lane to the center of town. So we'll invite all sorts of kids, and then the rail trail group will basically be support, keep them in, make sure there's a front and the end, if people get broken, we'll fix their bicycles or something like that.
Don't forget, there were a lot of adults that were interested in decorating their bikes too.
Yeah, well, I'm a kid too.
Yeah.
No, I mean, anybody who wants to ride their bike in the parade is
So
fine.
will it also be carriages or
Anything, any vehicle,
skateboards, anything?
any vehicle you want.
Okay.
But, it's anything you want to
And you're gonna be
decorate.
set up at Scarce Lane, you'll end up with
Yeah.
dirt bikes and stuff.
That's
Right, no, they'll be non-motorized vehicles. And I don't know about electric bikes, so. Those are like, eh. But yeah, so that's the kind of thing that I'm thinking of for one group, but we sent out the email to 50 different groups, so I don't know, Bart, Eileen and Chris, if you wanna describe what you're doing?
Well, we may do
We're
more
more interested in
But
things
it's a-
going on in the common.
we'd be at the common
Right.
with the
The
time
games,
capsule.
Time capsule and.
And Jock, you're gonna make the decorative container that we're gonna put this Sterilite container into it. So we're kind of have that up with some signs. It should have been closed at the end of May as far as people buying kits, but we'll just be there as kind of a presence. Now, we may do something else on maybe a games or something, on the common. So we would be at the common.
When's the actual burial of the
Well, it's
cat?
not being buried.
No, I know, but when's it be put
It's,
to sleep or whatever?
It'll be closed, symbolically closed, at the June 20th.
Okay.
And I say symbolically because we're gonna take pictures of the parade, so we may be doing that too, taking pictures. And then
Okay.
they're gonna go into the time capsule.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then
So-
it'll be closed.
And then it'll be closed in, as soon as we get the pictures in. So probably in July,
Okay,
it'll be closed. And then we have to work out where we're gonna put it in one of the THS buildings, maybe in the new church. There's an upstairs area, isn't there?
Toomey House lost in the attic.
We have lots of buildings.
that's a little creepy up there, yeah.
We may have to move it around over the course of 50 years, who knows, but
I'll talk to you about some design considerations.
yes, I'd
'cause
love to have some.
If it has a
panels.
round top, you can't put anything on top of it.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
we might want to be able to store things on it. Don't know.
That's rather than have a curved surface, you mean?
Although I'm all set to do it.
Yeah, we can talk about that, but you're the artist on that, so. But that's a good point, because you may want to use it as kind of a table almost, and,
Maybe for 50 years, yeah.
yeah, for 50 years.
So just to go back to the very beginning here, the only reason I am emceeing this meeting is because John Barrett is really the chair of this activity, but he is in his last week of work and is trying to close it out and just couldn't make it this week. But, future meetings will be, John is actually the leader of this group, and I'm just filling in for him today. So, but basically, I'd like to open up the meeting to any suggestions, any thoughts about how to do outreach. I mean, this meeting was meant for community groups. We'll next be sending out emails to businesses, and hopefully Kim can help us with email addresses of businesses. We want anybody who wants to participate, even just families that want to participate, marching the parade. We want this to really feel like Townsend, just fun for Townsend. And, that's the goal we're looking for. We're looking for, the same kind of, fun Townsend event that we had with the 250th
That was really
anniversary
successful, yeah.
of Lexington and
Well,
Concord.
we're gonna be selling the time capsule kits at the Congregational Church Fair and the Library Senior Center Holiday Fair, and as well as ongoing at the Library and Senior Center. But we will be promoting the 250th parade and everything at the same time. We'll be telling people about it, that's because everybody asks, well, what's gonna happen to the time capsule? Where's it gonna be? All that kind of thing. So we tell them we've already started telling them about the parade on June 20th.
So if you could have a little, go ahead.
I was gonna say, in talking about that, I think, creating the QR code for registration, if we can update what you're sending or attach something that you're sending. Cause if you're already there, I mean, even just in a click stand, it says learn more about the parade. If you're willing to do that. I know we have the time capsule, which is super important, but we can advertise that on other things too. I think it's super easy for people to see that and be like, oh, I can get more information. Click, now there's the website. So
We
you
have,
can get right to the website.
We have 6 placards, and I believe there's a QR code on the bottom of that takes you to where Kim was saying? Or is that a special?
So we did not have any placards when we were at our last meeting. Bill hadn't set up the website yet. So now that there's a website, we can do a QR code right to that one.
Right.
And then let people know what the parade is, when it's gonna start, kind of the straw man, so that they can see how they can engage. With the page on the website, it's really helpful.
And
So
I'd
you
like,
can use that.
I'd like to, once we get people
Yeah.
putting things in, have the list there so people get
Right.
ideas.
And one suggestion on that, I know you didn't use Wufu, but maybe separate, like, are you gonna be walking, biking, floating? Right, just so it gives, like, immediate, like, okay, this is the category, and so we could put the categories up there,
Yeah,
so that maybe people wanna be super creative and be like, oh, there's not enough floats, we can do a float, or maybe I'd like to ride my horse. I think it just gives people a little more perspective of what they might want.
yeah, I
Music.
don't want to limit them, so I just want
Yeah.
to have an other there then too, so.
Yeah, absolutely,
Because there's always things I don't anticipate.
absolutely.
So
Okay.
Bill,
Yeah, I can
It's
have that.
crucial.
we're also selling the calendar at the same table.
Right.
There we go. And Ryan just came up, but we'll get that put in to the QR pages, that you're gonna do for us. We'll have that mentioned for June. in the-
Okay,
in the
good, good,
calendar.
good.
It'll be another place where they
Yeah.
see June 20th,
So if you do a handout for, talking about things coming to 250th, I know that, like, I'll send you a QR code, but there's also a certain people that just are not comfortable with them. And that's why I try to do a really short Townsend250.org. Some people
Yeah,
could remember
yeah.
that better than a QR code, but I think having both would be helpful.
So, in thinking about the parade and the Old Home Day, we said go to the Common once they have a spot to decommission. I can't remember from our calendar, is there a space in between if there's a group that has to set up and assemble at the Common, like if everybody's coming down and marching and they get here, but say you're with the rail trail and you're 5th one in, is everything gonna be starting on the Common at the same time? So the groups have to think, if we're doing the parade, we also have to have someone at our table or our activity.
I do not believe we have that kind of
So
detailed
we can-
timeline.
So we might need to figure that out, because that's
Yeah.
like my question. Like I was sitting on this side, community organization versus planner is, okay, if I can convince someone to help us do a cool one with like vegetables and someone farming at the time, it's not like about the war, but I couldn't think of something food related. At the end of the Revolutionary War, other than something like that, maybe like an old plow up on a float, and I was like, okay, if we're there, but we're also offering to do something on the common, do we have to have, or maybe that's a
I
question we can
think-
figure out next.
But I think the priority would be, I want people in the parade. So if you have to have some sort of delay between the one event and the other,
Yeah,
that we should do it. I mean, maybe if there's food at the common, give people time to set up.
right. Like
You know,
the
they could
regular
eat.
people.
And, you know,
Yeah, because that was just one thing I was thinking about as we were doing our planning, like, okay, a lot of us, when we were doing the list, and then just by people in the room here and on the screen, might want to be doing both activities.
Yeah.
And we might just need to figure that out.
And I definitely don't want, oh, I can only do one or the other.
Exactly,
So I think we want to come out, we don't really have it, other than the step off time at 11, that's.
Right,
the
and
only
I'm
thing
sure
that's
that-
set.
what was red, like John would want something red and have a whole assembly there, so we wouldn't wanna start that till everyone's there. So maybe that's just something our smaller committee needs to think about, is like, who holds down the common till
Right.
everybody gets there?
Right.
So they have marshals that.
Right,
Yeah.
Well, we're being common with the time capsule, and we can get some volunteers like we did for the April 19th march, to act as marshals.
Yep.
And we still have those two signs that say Massachusetts.
The one that Julia Stockwell.
Yeah.
Stop, Philly, stop.
Yeah, stop, Massachusetts, 10A, 250 event. And so we can kind of, that would be a job, we could do it and keep our eyes on the time capsule too. And be sort of organizing things
Yeah.
a bit on the, with volunteers.
Yeah.
Because there'll be people that don't want to march, but they will be happy to be on the common doing things.
So if I can ask Dale, I mean, one of the things we'd really like is to have as many youth groups as possible. So I mean, what do you have any feedback from
So
what people think?
I sent it to the board and we have a board meeting tomorrow night. So
Okay.
it's on the agenda for us
Okay.
to discuss, but I can't imagine the answer is going to be no, but we're probably gonna make a float and have.
Yeah.
Ask the soccer kids if they wanna march in it, I don't know.
Because I mean, kids seem to remember more if they're in the parade than if they see the parade.
Right.
I just,
Are you planning on like having fire trucks and stuff in this parade or?
anyone that will come for free, yes.
Well, and that's when, like, you're gonna have
You
to
know,
hire police details and stuff.
Yes, so we do have to have a
Fundraisers?
budget. We're definitely gonna have to have police details and
Okay.
whatever.
Are we doing
those-
fundraisers to raise money for this then, or what are we doing?
I think we're gonna have to, yes. Ask for some businesses. I'm not looking for big money to bring in outside groups that are razzle dazzle. But yeah, we definitely need money for the logistics of police detail and, bathrooms, which are usually the two biggest
yeah.
expenses.
We have a very small budget in the bank right now, but
But right now we have 600 in the bank. but,
Right.
yeah,
Right.
it Could be more than that.
And
Well, Jerry Lynn and Tim?
to, your route, where you're gonna disperse and are you gonna disperse them
And not enough thought yet. So
You're talking for the step off,
Yeah.
for the step off.
So the step off in the end, you just can't have people, you have to let them go someplace. They have
Right.
to disperse.
Well, the common would be when the common,
No,
No.
yeah,
Last,
because all of the floats and things,
oh,
have to
the
close.
floats.
well, we did
Yeah.
275th,
Yeah.
it was the Sterilite
That's
parking
right.
lot,
yeah.
Yeah, that's a good.
across the street from McGuire's.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you because I remember the 250.
Yeah, because you
275.
can't just like end there, there's just too much going on, and if you have floats, originally we had thought about ending at Hawthorne, but for floats, making that turn is tough. So we did the one-shot deal, and Sterilite let us use the parking lot to.
Where did you
stand.
start from, John?
At Sterilite.
Yeah.
Sterilite,
Yeah.
and where did you end?
Sterilite.
The other end. You went from Sterilite to Sterilite.
All right.
Is-
So would
okay,
the
that's where-
shopping center be available, the one close here, the center station?
Which one?
Right,
Yeah,
Right
but
here.
they're not
You
gonna
went
close for
from
business.
Scales
We
Lane?
split from
Oh, yeah.
Scales
To
Lane
shipping.
to the one,
To shipping.
to shipping, yeah.
I was just thinking closer,
Well, where else would it be closer though? There's-
the small shopping center.
Oh,
Oh, no.
yeah,
It's
you wouldn't
open.
be able to,
Yeah, that's just,
It's
I mean,
open.
even if you had just 5 floats and
It's
you
small.
park them, it takes off the
Okay.
parking.
Well,
We're
again,
clearly
it's Saturday. they're-
getting in touch with
Yeah.
Sterling.
Yeah, and,
Well,
Right,
that's why I'm glad you came, because I figured I wanted
Yeah.
to steal ideas
Yeah,
from the
yeah,
275th.
Got to cut for the parade stuff. I just wanna add, I know the budget is like not there, but a parade without music is really, really boring. People wanna see the bands. So I don't know what kind of fundraising you wanna do, but we need bands.
What do you think type of money we would need if we, well, now, come on.
They're so expensive. You're looking at thousands of dollars.
Okay.
Because people that come to parades think, oh, isn't it nice that they came? Oh, look at that college, they're here. No, we pay them.
What about the towns and military band?
Right. Pay them.
They pay
That's
them.
that's $1,100 right there.
They're 1,100?
Yeah.
How many bands would you think you would need to make it?
Yes.
Well,
Does it depend how many floats?
That's
That may
just for
be-
200, so.
The military band already has a.
They already have a float.
Yeah.
Okay.
We might be able to, approach the high
So
school.
what about the high
See if we
school
can get a-
band?
They're out of school then, right?
Yeah.
Their last day, is June
Bill?
10th,
Right.
but of
And
course, there may be snow days.
I always call them the mummers, they're not the mummers, who are the people that go?
maybe.
And they stay there during the summer.
Mama's parade.
No, that's
Numbers is
Philadelphia.
Pennsylvania,
Yeah,
Shriners?
The Shriners.
no, but you're getting close.
Spartans.
Spartans.
Bill?
Oh, yeah.
The Spartans come to town, so we might
That's
reach
what I
out
was
to
gonna
them,
Oh, we pay them too.
but they also use the school.
They pay
And they did that free concert this year for the community, so maybe if they knew in enough time, and said rather than doing this, the free concert at the school, maybe they could do it for the parade.
Yeah, I was gonna say, that was the same time.
They're online.
Yeah, and Jeremy at the school would have their contact information, because he schedules. But if we can get a little assembly going, I'm still willing to write to some of those places that support some of these things.
And what about Fitchburg State? They have a band?
They do have a band, but they're out by May.
And we might write to some of the clubs that do the pipe and drums and ask if there's anyone just willing to come. Maybe there's someone in our catchment area that plays, if they
The
are.
Dixieland band from Hollis.
Yeah,
I think they were like 550 when we did it.
yeah,
Other
But that
bands,
was-
that little bands.
yeah.
They're usually on the float, so they come with a.
Oh, yeah, you pay them.
Right.
So we need, Karen, we need music. We
Yeah,
need
the
kids.
music's really important.
We need
That's-
animals.
Animals, good
Food.
And Cooper Scoopers.
Yeah.
So when you say
What about-
animals, are you talking about horses marching or?
Yeah,
farm
horses,
animals?
cattle, like a horse and draw.
Little tractors.
Do you want the hearse?
Yeah.
Riding
We'll have to
on
find a
the
horse to do it.
How did it go last time?
Was it a horse? Yeah. The guy had a pair of horses at the Mashpee. I don't know if he's still
Yeah.
doing it, and he was the end of the parade.
The other group that we need to remind John that used to come with some folks for free to the National Night Out was the Shriners.
A little pass.
They brought us clowns and jugglers to National Night Out, but
They did it for
That'd
free.
be great going down the street.
they did.
They're super expensive now.
Well, the Minutemen will be
I'm really
marching,
surprised
right,
they did it for free.
Phil? Minutemen?
I think so. It would be
Yeah,
interesting.
Karen,
It's just like lead the parade.
2 people came.
Oh. I was gonna say, 'cause
It wasn't the
units
whole
are
thing,
so
no, it was-
expensive.
It was one juggler and one clown that came.
Oh, we're a small town.
Well, and it was just National Night Out walking around, so.
Right, right.
That
And you
wasn't this
still-
year, was it? No.
No,
When they did it, but, yeah, it's not the same anymore.
years ago. So I'd be willing to see, I mean, I still know people. I used to work with one of the clowns.
Hey, and I have 2 friends that are clowns.
That is
so
a,
I-
that is a fastball right down the middle.
Yeah, so through my consulting work, one of the departments had a police officer that was here, so that's where I got, and I don't know if he's still doing that, but that's how we had gotten the people for free. So I think it's doing that 6 degrees of separation of like, okay, you marched in this parade in Billerica, and maybe you know, I'm making that up, but I know Billerica has Minutemen. So maybe they know somebody that might live closer to our area that does something. I think we just all keep drawing those circles of who knows who and put them in place to come March. I just lost my schedule again. And then Karen, I don't know, how did we used to figure out how long the parade would be?
We ended up hiring
That guy,
Jay,
right?
who was a great consultant, and he was well worth it, but for this, you wouldn't want.
I have the old schedule.
But he's, yeah, he pretty much knows, you know, it's a mile long, how, you know, like ours was, I think, 2.5 hours, like he knows exactly how many units that march.
Okay.
But I can pick the brain on that one, that's fine.
Yeah. And
Bill, I
listen,
don't know if you can get audio in there. Looks
Oh,
like
yeah.
Irene's waving. Let me in.
Oh, we have visual.
No, she's,
She's,
um,
she's laughing, but I
She's
can't hear her.
she's
but-
not muted.
Can I share?
yeah, I don't see,
I didn't know.
Yeah, she's
Try
Can
taking
you hear me?
yourself off mute.
no, she's
I
not
am
on
off
mute.
mute.
yeah, I was doing that and it
And it
wasn't,
didn't do anything.
no.
I don't know what I can do.
Sign
Can you
language,
call my
Irene.
cell phone, Irene?
Irene, can you hear me?
It doesn't look like it.
That's weird. There's nothing up there.
Unmute. Can you
I
guys
should've
hear me?
Use my own Zoom.
Because you're
Yeah.
unmuting. I mean, you're muting people.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
The host would like me to unmute. Or they want
Hi.
me to unmute.
Oh, maybe it's Irene.
Oh, where is it?
I just have two
Where'd
things.
it go?
This is yours?
Julia!
This is my own. I just did it. I didn't know it would be on there. I just did it for the showing that thing.
See if you can click that off.
But then I'm gonna get echoes because we have two different microphones for me.
I'll run out in the hallway with it.
With
So
it.
that it's
All
on.
right. There you go. Run.
Bill, can you hear me?
I'll run into voicemail. You covered everybody up now, though.
I did.
Now, if we had like, you know, a police car and a fire engine, would, at the conclusion or at the parking lot or something, would they be able
Hi,
to
Irene.
open up their vehicles
Hi.
for people to see the
Yeah,
inside?
just trying to, how can I hear without hearing?
The inside of the fire
She's
truck?
actually on the phone now.
Is that something we want to be bothered to do or not?
Okay, can you hear now, Irene?
I can. I can. I'm now getting double feedback.
I'm just gonna flip this.
One of my suggestions was all the different towns have the, common military band event. We always miss it because I go to the Thursday one. I don't go to the Ashby one or the Pepperell one or some other towns. And I'm wondering if we had some of them come and can show off about, hey, other towns have these great events.
Hi,
And
Julia.
have them not maybe marching.
Sorry. Yes, Julia's taking over your computer and showing us pictures.
Oh, I thought it was a picture of me. Pretty good likeness.
Yeah. So are you thinking to ask them to maybe attend ours?
Yeah.
People doesn't do a military band, they have a different type of music they do.
The other is,
Band that
if we
just-
talk to the different bands, like, the recreation band, the, youth group bands, there's different groups that have performances. If we tell them before April, they might be very interested.
That was
So-
part of why I pushed to have the meeting today, because I was worried, Irene, about like not giving the groups enough time, and I know like it has to go through some of the committees, like Dale said her committee, and I know the Lions, it's on their agenda to join, because they have to get it on this month, or it's too late for those that have to vote by committee. So, do you know how to get in touch with some of those people? Okay.
Can you hear me, Kim?
Oh, we have a lot.
Those
Oh.
people are, they're all.
You're gonna have to call one of us.
That's okay. I'll just let,
Okay. I'm gonna have to. The other thing is for the Spartans, they were there on June 19th, so they're
Yes, they were
there.
there, because they were there for town meeting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that'd be
Yes.
good. And then,
Lions Club,
Lions Club is
yay!
it,
All right.
Once you showed your face, I knew who you were. I didn't know the secret number. But it's on your agenda for tomorrow, right?
I don't know, ask.
Yes.
Sounds like.
Do the Lions wanna cook?
Are they gonna cook at the common after?
okay, my only last requirement was, my request was Amanda Dwight money, so we can apply for that. We do that for her birthday.
Yes, now, Karen, is it better for each group to individually ask you or the entity ask?
We usually do a max of 500 per like band or event.
Right,
So, you know, sometimes there's a double, you know, we'll do a DJ plus a magician or something, so you'd probably be saying $1,000 total for the event. If we have it at that point, you
Yeah.
know, the way it fluctuates in the market, it's
Right.
scary.
but even knowing 500,
Well, it's double or almost double what we've got now.
right, and then ask for matching through that brochure.
Is the Johnny Appleseed money still available, or is that gone?
I think that money is gone, but the library in Ashby has some money, so they might be able to help some of the Ashby groups.
I just sent you a link that James found to funding from the state specifically for
You know,
this.
those
For this-
blue license plates that everyone's has.
So
They're giving it out to towns that are doing something, so I just sent it to you, Ken.
is this one new because
No, they
that had closed out?
No,
they have
it's a new
they
site.
have
A new one,
they have
okay,
a third one coming out.
That'd be great.
excellent.
Does it give the drop date, dead date?
No, it's at early
It's-
26.
Okay.
Is what they anticipate for the third round
Yeah,
of funding.
and they did have some business matching, that's why I was thinking, and cobbled together the money that was raised through the raffle that Karen did. And then Amanda Dwight give a little early to then be able to go back to the tourism folks to say, we have X amount. Cause they were looking to see what people were gonna do and then match that with business dollars if we get picked. And Heather had some of that money, I think you were talking to her a little bit.
Right,
From
right.
the Smithsonian, on Wheels, that could be something that, like you said, sponsor her community. All right, Irene, do you have more? Do you want me to?
I'm good, I'm gonna get up.
Okay. I'll shut up then.
Are businesses willing to put money into this? I mean, if they're doing a float and whatever, but
Well-
additional than that?
Well, I think that's where this meeting, coming together and getting some ideas of folks, like for our festival, with 5 weeks, we sold some advertising. This is a townwide significant event, that if we can get some commitments from the groups, say this is who's coming, these are some things that we'd like to do. We have money that we raised, we have, if we can get the Amanda Dwight in sooner than later, I don't know when you decide on that.
Whenever somebody applies.
We have 2 people that don't seem to be cashing their checks, so.
Yeah, crazy, huh?
Yeah, so we're gonna ask them again, and then if they don't, that you're getting that back, they performed for free.
So for the businesses, are you thinking advertising the space in a program or that type of thing, or is it different?
Yeah, how do you recognize them?
So I started to draft up, something, and it stinks, cause Alex and I both like publisher, but that's gone now, so we have to do it on Canva. But I can invite people to Canva. You can get a free account.
Yeah, no, we've got one for.
You have the
DHS.
professional.
No, I think it's a free one, we haven't been.
Okay. Yeah, but you can get the free one, but then a nonprofit can get the free professional one.
Okay.
So make sure you have that.
I don't know.
And then friends up can get, like different people could get it, and then you share, you're able to share the screen and do the program. But you can also sell signage, like the entrance sign or the bandstand itself. Do the
So put up
street sign.
a
Yeah,
big
just like you
poster
did
of
when
the
the
event.
circus came to town.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
James? What did you say?
When the circus came to town 20 years ago, they sold banners.
And we actually put them up in the,
Yeah,
Oh, individual banners for each business or?
yeah, we would have, I don't know, we had between 3 and 5 sponsors each time. So we had, I don't know, what size were they? 4 by 6 banners, whatever, put in, under the big top.
yeah.
But for parade purposes, if you have sponsors, your divisions actually just say, this band is sponsored by Rollstone Bank or whatever.
Oh, like a sign they carry in the front.
Right, exactly.
So in the parade itself,
Correct.
it would be carried.
Yeah.
Well, there should be different levels of
Yeah.
sponsorship,
Yes.
right? So that would be one level.
Yeah, so it could be the bandstand itself, it could be lead car in the parade, it could be, you know, if we knew that there was a musical group sponsorship. Get those out there and then have those varying levels.
I mean, I know with the Greg Reeves race, they did the little yard signs along the route.
Yeah.
I don't know if you just sell signs along the route for businesses, or you think it's better?
I think it's either the carry ones or in the common.
Okay.
I think, yeah, along the route, you just blow by it. Who's gonna remember?
Yeah. And then the Canva with the online brochure, that can then stay and be, you know, they can link to it. It's easy.
So you're not talking about a hard copy program?
Well, we talked about it last time. People want hard copies, so we'll do some hard copies.
Some of us are old.
Well, and it is, you can't put a digital one in anything. So I think we can get some printed. And,
Yeah, I think some people do like a hard copy.
yeah, I mean,
Sure, it depends
I
what it
love
looks
Chicken
like.
Box.
Yeah,
You
and
know,
it's gonna go in the time capsule and in the vault.
Yeah, and I think if we work on it early enough, and if we keep it 11 by 17, you know, I can print that size, I think you can print that size. If we each did 50, have 100, depending on how big it is. Or we bring it down smaller, but yeah, I think whatever we do, with Canva, you can adjust.
Is it like a folded, or just a sheet? What are you thinking?
No, just like the endowment brochure, so it would fold, but then this one will have to be folded more, and then the stapler. And I think I still have the 8.5 by 11 reach stapler. Or if we have enough money, we send them to Staples.
Well, I mean, I think the signs on the common is,
Yeah,
if I was a business right now, I would advertise and go.
yeah,
I
Can we
like
do it
that.
along the fence as well?
you can't put anything on the fence, but you can put them along the fence,
Okay.
just not on the fence.
Well, what if we asked the Parks and Cemetery Commission? Or is it,
I would
I mean,
think if we wanted to do the banner, and we asked Parks and Cemetery, and we got metal stakes.
Yep.
And put them behind the fence and put them up, that might be acceptable.
Yeah.
But I think not asking to,
but I mean, ultimately, you know, John would have some involvement with that, so we could figure out some way to do it.
yeah, and I think the stakes would be fine. They're sturdy enough, we can pound them in with the rubber mallets and then we can put,
But just like it, so you can see it from the road.
yeah.
Yeah.
What about like a yard sale, I mean, a yard sign, just saying, you know, the date, parade and the date, and put it out maybe in April, or to get people that might not be, you know, in a group that would participate actually in the parade, but
I think we can,
is that worth it or
To
not?
come watch the parade.
Like coming
Yeah, to come and watch it, to
Yeah.
come to see it, you know?
Karen does it, we did it, we put them in Fitchburg, we put them in Littleton, we put them in Lunenburg, Pepperell, Ashby.
It's just, this was geared towards people coming to watch, not getting.
Right.
Right.
To advertise.
Awareness.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is a little off the parade, but I think to sell the parade, there'd be opportunities.
So to your
But
point,
that's-
Bill.
But that's
sorry.
getting a commitment, like, if you, the Lions, if they think they're gonna do one, if the library, Leslie and Karen are still here, if the library thinks that they might do something, if soccer might do something and 4-H might do something, if the scouts might do something, if we can get a little running list to at least be like, okay, we have 12 right now after this little meeting, it helps us, right? that we're not gonna just be likes.
I'm sure the scouts would get involved because it's their 100th birthday this year too. So, I'm sure they would probably, participate.
That was my question. I think an email went to them. I'm curious if anyone responded.
I mean, not a lot of people responded directly to that email, but,
I was gonna say, I didn't respond because I just planned on coming.
yeah, right, because that's really the idea. But I think, once this meeting is over and we have some meeting notes, I will send an email to the entire group that got invited before and lead off with if you want to sign up, go to townsend250.org. It's very easy. And then details, all of that.
Is this rain or shine? Or is there only?
It never
What
rains in town.
Dale, is this rain or shine?
Just asking.
What do you think? Karen, what do you think?
If you have bands, it has to be rain or shine, because if you book
Right.
on a different day,
Yeah.
your contract is actually just for that day.
Well, then let's,
And we have
If we
a
want
fiscal
that, we do it.
responsibility to them, right? If they get canceled, we still have to pay them.
Yes.
But can we have a plan B for,
bandwidth.
For the common, you need to have something, because you're planning all the, like, games and activities.
Right.
If it's
It is.
pouring with rain, that might have to be
They have
tweaked.
feathers and stuff, they would buy them.
You could have swimming contests.
Swimming contest.
Or, I was gonna say, I can't imagine.
we could ask the churches to move the things inside,
Right, exactly.
the games, right, we have 2 halls. I think there's a Saturday mass at St. John's,
5:30.
5:30?
Yeah.
Okay. So we'd have to bleed, like, out, well, no, because
It's not in the hall.
it's not in the hall, so, I mean, there's that
It
opportunity.
really only affects the parking lot.
Right.
That floats it out.
But you're gonna lose the
And-
parade.
Right,
When it rains. So.
yes, but could we ask the bands to play? Would they play indoors?
Don't really know the answer to that, but not Pepperell, Shirley's anniversary parade, it was a torrential downpour, and of course I was standing out there watching it. So they still had it, and it was pouring. That's when the mother said, "Yeah, we're gonna do this." So their anniversary parade went off even in the torrential downpour.
Right, and I went to that little one when you started talking about the parade in Jaffrey to kind of look what their homegrown parade looked like. And that was misting and they still had it.
Yeah.
And the bands were there.
But I like your alternate idea, if you use the town hall, St. John's, and Congregational Church for the other,
Yeah,
and just in case, because on the common, you can set up tarps and easy ups and all, but it really is kind of sloshy out there. It's really raining. Our last Old Home Day that we ran in June down at the high school was pouring. I'm involved in a lot of rain things. And that was quite a few years back. I don't even know what year we did that. Actually, that may have been the 2007 too. That may have been the June, then we had the parade in September. So that was, we didn't make any money at that one. So I like the indoor option.
How long is that parade route from Scales Lane?
John said 1.1 miles.
1.1 mile.
So if you move things indoors, what are people going to?
I would think this hall here.
No, what's the
Oh, what
events
would
that are
they
gonna
be-
draw
what
them
would
in?
they be doing? Well, we haven't really discussed that. Actually, Lions Club, is he still there? Hello? Is he still there?
yeah, he's random
Yeah.
number.
701-732.
Well,
Calling,
yeah.
calling.
I don't know, would Lions be willing, they probably have to have a meeting too, would they be willing to do food? And something like that, they would have to set up outside, but people could eat in the hall, one of the halls.
Right.
Or, depending on the kitchen, St. John's has a kitchen, and,
Congo's got
a
Church has a
kitchen.
kitchen too.
And a lot of the games could be modified for inside.
Yeah, the majority of the
The
games could be
speaking,
inside,
like
yeah.
if John's gonna give like a speech like he did in April, you have the stage, people, I think we would just have to think it through first, so like bringing, these activities would be at town hall.
Right.
These activities would be at the Congregational Church, these would be at St. John's, this is where food would be. Are we gonna have the food trucks? Are we gonna have people like the blacksmiths and, like up at the Deerfield Fairgrounds and the other fairgrounds is like the little houses where they have some of the setups, like, I know I have a couple of their cards to see whether they would come set up. Would another reenactment group set up, like those things, we might not be able to move inside.
Yeah, but you might be
But
able
we
to
might
tent
be able
those.
to tent those, yeah, get one big enough tent for some of the activities. Cause I think it's really hard to have the rain date. I think the rain backup plan is better than a rain date.
Yeah, and we lucked out with April 19th, you know, we said it was gonna be rain or shine, and the 19th was a significant date, and the 20th is a significant date. So we kind of should stick with the 20th and just hope we get nice weather. But have that plan B, definitely, the town hall would be very good to be set up for any speeches would be great there, and then you could also have some games maybe going on, maybe at Hawthorne Brook, some games going on.
Given that the town,
Yeah.
given that the
Yeah.
town meeting that we're celebrating was in the, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
church
Yeah.
there.
John wants to use the meeting house for sure. So that would be at least for the reading of the Declaration of Independence, and I think he
Okay,
does a
so for
reenactment
speeches-
as well.
Speeches.
Yeah.
No, I think he's gonna do, you know, the vote on, you know, what was the
Right.
motion
Yeah.
and what was the.
So that should happen up there, because that's the last meeting house.
Yeah.
Standing.
But that would be another good backup plan, because they have that nice area downstairs. And, you could have activities going on down there too. So between that and the.
Lions
Town
just
hall.
texted,
Yeah, okay.
likely the parade and likely something on the common, so we can work that out.
Excellent. Tell them, sign up at two.
Yeah, I said thank you.
No, tell them, thank
Sign
you,
up.
sign up at
Sign- yeah.
townsend250.org.
We need their famous headlocks.
That's right.
How do we promote this during this, you know, people are starting to sign up now. Do we do some announcements about that, or do we hold off until later?
Well, I mean, we're trying to get the
People.
participants.
People in,
Yeah.
but I'm
Now,
thinking to get
yeah.
more and more people, does it help?
Right.
Or do we do that with just emails or whatever?
No, I mean, I think that it sounds like there's a group, small contingent of community groups willing to move forward. And we have the school asks that we've talked about, and there isn't an ask that now we just, I know you had asked Nina to do the picture, but I didn't see it, so we could just do one, get that out to everybody and say, you know, it's official, this is launched, here's the sign up. And anyone that is like first to say yes, and put the form in, we can start saying, here's who's participating.
Right,
what
that's
they're
what I'd
doing.
like to update the
Yeah, that-
website.
Something that keeps on showing.
They
who's
see,
signing up.
you know, I'll probably just do that manually, but.
Yeah, however, and then, like, as each group, if we can get a JPEG, can you upload to your form?
Sure.
So
Oh,
ask
yeah.
them to upload
Oh,
their
well,
logo JPEG.
Not yet, but I'll add that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if we
So you
add
can put
that.
their logo on it when they sign up.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
get them, and then put a thank you out right away, like, thank you to the Lions, thank you to the 4-H, thank you for Friends of the Library, thanks for Christ Church, like, these are what they're doing. And just keep putting it in there, and then, you know, fear of missing out, but why would I get mine in there?
Could also ask the groups if they'd be willing to donate money as well. 4-H, we don't have, right, we're non-fiduciary, but soccer is.
So what if you put a Zephy link on there, Bill?
What's this, that feeling?
Yeah, what's his opinion?
Sorry. Zephy is a free platform that you can fundraise on. They have event management on there. You can do signups, you can sell tickets, it does donations. It's a really nice little platform. So that's how we collect it.
I was sort of put off by it because when you donate,
You have to write,
it defaults to
right,
give me 15% extra so that we can give you that, and that,
We write
To
it
me,
right
that's-
on there.
I know, but
Yeah.
you know that 50% of people are gonna miss that, it's just,
So the whole time we've been using it, we only had one person that forgot to click off.
so you've had, because it seems to me like the gift card scam, where half of
Free
gift
event
cards
that
are
you pay
never
for.
redeemed. So
Yeah,
you're saying that you've had pretty good luck with
Yes.
people not.
yeah, we tell everyone, remember.
Now, last time when we met, Kim, you were talking about, with the businesses, if they donated, they would get a free,
No,
time capsule.
the nonprofits we had talked about,
The nonprofits, that's what.
Yeah,
the
but in the
nonprofits.
business package, we could include the time capsule, and that's what I said to you. Yeah, so if someone buys a advertising package for $250, they get the time capsule for free, and then
A banner
Bill,
maybe or something.
yeah, Bill would know, like, this one came with a free, because you were worried about meeting your mark, but that can be tagged to say of that.
Yeah.
There's $20 in there for the time
So
capsule.
it's easy enough, I would just,
Yeah,
listen,
So I'd
it's
like to-
240 for the
Yeah.
250th and
Anybody
10
that
for time
contributes.
capsule.
Anybody, we talked about anybody who's contributed, but I'd like that to be worked on fairly soon, because otherwise, if we're not gonna do that, then I was gonna have to, approach the businesses and businesses starting in January, to get those distributed. So, if we could somehow develop that part of it, so we knew, and that would also be tied in with advertising and everything else.
Well, if they sign up after January or something, can't we credit them to send $10? They only have to pay $240 instead of whatever the
Doesn't
number
that
is.
get cumbersome having to credit people back?
Well, it's just they pay less. They pay $10 less.
I don't
We
think
figured
10
out,
bucks is
yeah.
such a big deal.
Yeah.
I would just sell it to the businesses, and if they get it, they want an extra one, that's probably not gonna be the reason they sign up or not.
right.
So I would just do what you wanna do, and
As far as the businesses go.
as far as
They-
businesses go,
The nonprofits, we're going to give them a free bag.
if they sign up for the parade.
If they sign up for the parade, yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Line sign up. So, next thing. I think,
The line is under.
I think it's a really good idea to get the letter out between Thanksgiving and Christmas to the businesses. Because one, it's the time of giving, end of year giving.
I mean, I don't see why the
we-
letter will be changed, because I'll also have to
And
link,
maybe tax
Yeah.
don't
but basically,
write-offs
I'm just gonna use
before.
that same letter.
Exactly, the tax write-offs.
At
Yeah.
the end of the year.
Yeah.
Businesses that do tax write-off, right?
Oh, so the business letter, you wanna go directly for the ask too, in that letter, okay.
Yeah,
And do you
I think so.
describe what we're asking for? This money
Yeah.
is going towards.
I think our committee could circulate the brochure, the strawman brochure, and say, okay, what do you guys think of these categories?
Right,
And then put forward those categories.
just make sure that, we're asking more than the cost of the banners. And
Yes,
make sure we're the
yes,
profit.
yes,
The counts.
yes. And have a cutoff date, that if you want these accessories, you have to be, all in by April 20th. Because they're gonna be late,
Mhm.
so that you give some production time, so we're not doing like overnight banners.
Right. Or would you do them all at once, I would think, yeah.
Yeah. And you can get them in a couple days, but you don't wanna do the overnight.
Be good if the banner company would have a float with banners on it.
Sadly, we're having to get these things online now.
Oh, your God, banner company?
Yeah,
www.india.gov.
yeah.
Oh,
Trying to get a local place was like almost 3 times as much. And I
You
said,
know how long that t-shirt shop lasted in Central Plaza there?
yeah,
yeah.
Do we have to follow up with personal phone calls? Letters tend to go in the circular file, particularly around December.
I think I said that for the businesses, like, yeah. You have to go say,
Face to face.
we got you,
is the best.
or you can go hand the letter and then follow up.
Do you have a list of businesses already?
Yeah,
Are you like splitting it? So some people are
yeah, if people wanna do that, absolutely.
How many businesses are we talking in town? roughly?
So brick and mortar, it's well over 100 that you gotta,
Well,
letters that we do and flyers, so it takes a while. Karen,
Is that
you've
the
done it.
membership
But
in
there's a lot more
the County
that.
Business Association, or is that
that are
everything?
listed with the town.
No, it's a mix of the TBA plus ones that didn't join, but that you've gotta give to, like you wanna
Okay.
ask them for something.
and with the nonprofits, I think we had something like 51 listed in town, but really it's only about maybe 10, 15 or whatever the list was.
Yeah, maybe like
A
20
realism.
that are
We have to have like a flyer developed already that when you approach the
Of course, yeah.
businesses, you have
Yeah.
all that information.
When do you think that should be happening, the actual face-to-face? Is that January or December?
No, I think it needs to be between Thanksgiving and Christmas
Okay.
Well, yeah.
because of end of
Tax
year.
write-offs.
Yeah, for the,
Yeah.
tax deduction.
Yeah. And too, like they've got a plan if they're gonna do a float. Like, I'll use Mitzi for example. She doesn't live in our town anymore, but she's still really active. She might wanna do one, but she gets asked to do a lot. Like, we wanna get on their calendars sooner than later. And some of, farm stand folks that might wanna do it, they do other parades and festivals too. So getting it out.
Well, especially with all the local ones, because Pepperell is the following week. So Mitzi's always in the Pepperell one.
Right.
So,
Right.
the flow, you keep flowers fresh for a week,
Reads what?
Yeah.
So we're looking at maybe 100 businesses we want to contact.
Yeah, it would be about 100.
So we'll have a letter, some supportive material, or just the letter?
I think the letter and then the packet, and then that would explain the different categories in it.
Okay. So we need to divide up who's gonna be willing to do it, and then how many businesses you gotta reach.
Yeah, okay. That's what-
We have in our group, what? 6?
Yeah, and Dale just offered to help, so, yeah.
Can we use your kids too?
You told me we didn't have them run slaves, so I completely disagree.
And I wonder, Leslie's gone, Karen, I'm wondering if, Stacy and her crew are so creative about like interpretations that she might, maybe we could ask her to be like a resource if someone's thinking of like what to do. Cause I think modeling it after something in a book, like we do the Christmas trees, is helpful. Like it gets you thinking, cause some people may be like, what do I do? Cause like I said, even for TU, I'm like, all right, I better find someone that would be willing to drag it for us, cause we can't do that. And then, okay, vegetables and then an old plow thing. But that's like as far as creative as I could get. Cause I just don't know what to do,
That makes sense though.
Yeah, cause I'm trying to theme it into the nonprofit and theme it into the time frame. So,
So you're suggesting using Stacy in the library as a resource
if
that
she's,
people could go there for ideas?
yeah, like, we do it with the books, like she's helped find books on different themes. To be like, okay, if we're gonna do a float, like, what's a theme? They're very creative.
She helped with April 19th, with having the kids
Yeah.
make the tricorn hats and the flutes and things like that.
Yeah.
So, and she's already mentioned about in January, February, maybe doing an evening with the time capsule, which inviting parents to come and with ideas of what they could put in the time capsule and kind of making it a little activity. So I'm sure she could come up with some other ideas too.
Yeah.
You could certainly put out an array of books that you might have available, sources.
Yeah, she do book displays,
Yeah.
for sure, she definitely do
Yeah.
that.
And so when I had talked to everybody a year ago, they were willing to do something, we just had to have the ask. So that could be the ask for Stacy, and then, I had talked about like the seniors are so clever with crafts that they could think of something to reflect that time period. I don't know what that is. They can talk to Stacy.
Yeah, you got
Cause I'm a loss.
people marching in the parade just in costumes that they put together or face
Yeah.
painting, be a lot of fun.
Yeah,
would Stacy be willing for me to say on our website, are you struggling for an idea? Feel free to.
well, I think we could make that direct ask of Stacy now, and be like, would it be possible for you to have some books at the ready if people needed some
I'll speak to
suggestions?
her, because they're already a drop-off and pick-up and drop-off point for the time capsule. And we've
Okay.
already spoken about, some ways that she's gonna help out. And Elise in the senior center is also wonderful. So, we can
Yeah,
speak,
yeah.
we can speak with both of them.
So if there's, if you want some ideas, talk to Elise or talk to Stacy.
But then
Right.
they can also put that into their monthly
Newsletters, yeah.
Newsletters.
Right.
And then I had talked early on to the lead, and the ladies auxiliary, just like say we're doing this at some point, so I can looping back with them and letting them know.
Did we get them on the email list?
No.
I don't know.
No.
It doesn't ring a bell.
No, so Betty Mae doesn't have email.
Oh,
Yes, it
okay.
does.
Oh, yeah, she doesn't have a cell phone.
Right, you have to call her at certain times.
Oh.
Four different locations, 4 different rooms.
You got that cell phone.
She told me the best place to reach her was to call the library.
Yeah.
She's always at
And
the
the books,
library.
and the bookstore during the day, and
Yes.
she's not at the library, she's at the DFW.
Yeah. Yeah, the library access, her,
Yeah, library, bookstore,
her post office and everything else.
and after 9 o'clock at her house.
That's funny.
I think I had it done, I think I had it
When
done.
is
both
Father's
times.
Day?
I have it done yet.
June something,
I know.
I
It
don't
might
celebrate
be the
commercial
next day.
holidays.
At this place until before that.
June 24th?
Come back home.
It's the next day. Yeah,
It's the day after, yes,
So
21st.
that could be a big stretch, because they're big Father's Day, lobster is the next day, they're running around. But maybe a few of them might be able to do something. Or at least advertise it.
We'll move Father's Day to the 20th.
Their lobster, it's sold out.
Really?
Wouldn't that be amazing if they did it on the common the day early?
That would be amazing. If I can write the grant for the permanent food truck for us, for the common, Karen, we'll be all set.
No, Betty Mae, what were you gonna contact her about, the
Auxiliary. And the band.
The band,
Yeah.
what else?
The auxiliary.
Auxiliary, to be marching in the parade. Okay. Is somebody gonna contact Betty Mae?
I actually might see Dawn tomorrow from the ladies auxiliary. She volunteers at TEO, but I will see them all on Saturday. I can
She's on Saturday?
Yeah.
Okay. Otherwise, we could,
Yeah.
okay. We can
What else should we
contact,
think of?
Tom Souza at the high school. Let him know about the parade. Of course, again, school's gonna be out, but he may have some of his band students that would march in the parade for free,
I mean, they're only out that Friday before?
No,
The 10th
The
is the
10th
last
is
scheduled
now
day,
on
but
the
it could be,
Weeks.
it could be a week
it could
later.
be depending on
and the
snow.
seniors are out even sooner than that. But,
But they
schoolers
do
need
have a
volunteer
few
hours.
of
We'll let
their
them know
own
about it.
bands, like
Yeah.
4 children together,
Right,
whatever, in a band, so that, I would assume they would do it for free, because they just want to perform.
Well, I think that was asked about, and playing during the intervals on the band concert.
Yeah.
And the reply was, well, we want to be paid for it.
Oh,
Well,
Yeah.
but if they're just, if they're,
So it just depends. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah, if they're
because they ended up
participating
playing
in the
for us for
parade.
free. We had gotten the money from Amanda's wife, but they're not cashing a check.
Mm.
well, it said Bill that
Oh, no, he did.
teaches guitar or whatever too, he always
Yes.
has bands going on, so if we get a hold of him,
Yeah.
he's.
I think the rub with the band concert is that one group gets paid
And
and the other has to volunteer. So I think when the ask is, can everyone volunteer? People are more willing, but when you start paying some and not others
Right.
in town.
I mean, this is a pretty special day, so.
Yeah.
maybe-
And they, want to be in the booklet and into the time capsule is playing then, because many of them will still be around when it's open.
Yes, they're young.
Yeah. So I think that's not a bad ask. And then for entertainment on the old home days, which we really haven't talked about much, was maybe asking some of the groups that tend to play around to play appropriate songs, not swear words. You can get a couple swear words.
So we are gonna have veterans marching as well?
So I think you might need to float them.
Okay, I think that would be a good thing to do.
Yeah.
I don't think we have anyone left from the Civil War, but.
Unless they're mummified somewhere. But we had talked about the different games, so that who's gonna run the games on Old Home Day?
It's gonna take some volunteers, right, to do that.
And are they all gonna be free?
Oh, yeah, they would be for, people are willing, you know, to help out. We had a good crew for the April 19th, that went very smoothly. And, that's a one-time thing that people feel they can pitch in and help.
Do you think we could reach out to the schools and see whether or not any of the kids need to do some community service hours?
Well, we'll definitely speak to,
But it's, again,
Becky
not
Jackson,
during the school year.
you know, the history.
Yeah.
Only during the school year?
But the thing is, school's out.
Right.
The school's out, so
so-
that's all done.
There was a group doc that, they do like an interim summer session at Fitchburg State. We can see if they start in June, because we had them for July and August.
These are high school or college? students?
They're like in between,
Okay,
so they're like 18, 19, 20.
almost have a brain, excellent.
Yeah, there was 5 of them, they were good. So. We need to put a suggestion box on the,
Is Julia doing DAR?
I don't know,
I thought she was gonna be doing it. Are
Did
you,
we have-
you with Julia on that at all?
Did we have her in the list?
DAR?
we
Do
did.
you remember?
I don't think so.
You have to ask Julia.
Yeah. it was-
No,
I
'cause
didn't
I
know
was-
if you had-
She's still active, John, in that.
Yeah,
No, I know she's still active.
Right.
But you mean bringing DAR into the parade?
Why
You're
not?
talking about, yeah, why not?
Oh, yeah.
They may have be floated too, but I mean, why not? Riding horses, goats.
so can you give an explanation of DAR?
Daughters of
Daughters of
American.
American. Right, so they're, but what do they, go ahead. That's that's their name, but like, what do they?
You have to be,
stand for?
you have to have the heritage of W. Fuller in the Riverwood Dairy One.
Okay,
And their purpose today is just to carry forward the
Carry.
history.
Yeah.
Heritage.
yeah.
But what sort of events do they do?
Well, is that how you showed your uniform?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know, I don't know, they do the parade and things like that.
Okay, so their
Yeah.
parades are common thing, okay.
They ride in the parade.
Right.
Oh, that's fine.
And
Yeah.
then some of them walk with their pitchforks. and,
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
Yeah, I just didn't know how you get to be one. I didn't know if you were just like appreciative of it, or if you.
No, you have to
learned
have
or-
live one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I belong to it.
yeah, I knew that you did,
She still has a uniform.
Yeah.
She fits
it's pretty.
in it.
But I think maybe a suggestion box on the webpage to be like, what else should we include, or things like that, because can't think of everything.
Yeah.
So we talked
Throw
about-
it into the form too.
Yeah,
What else, what other out of the box ideas do you think? Yeah.
well, even just for the community too,
Right,
like what do you wanna see at this old home day or parade? Cause they might not have the opportunity to be in the parade or host something, but they might.
right.
Do we have a cast of characters on the common that are in
Everybody has to.
period clothing?
Should you guys do that?
Right,
Yeah, I think
right.
period, I would rent a costume.
Well, I'm sure John is gonna be.
You're gonna be
Yeah.
a Minuteman or something,
Well,
right?
I don't know if I'm gonna be, if I have enough volunteers, I'll be good at that.
I just think it'd be sort of fun to have
Yeah.
different people dressed and walking around the car.
Absolutely.
And we like to fire up.
Yeah, you guys do like that part.
That's really the whole reason.
John's Model T Club is gonna be doing a thing, so.
John is gonna be asking
Asking
them,
them.
right, we emailed them. so.
Let's see if the fire department will bring out some fire engines.
I should hope they bring
Brand new one?
The old one,
the
Oh,
old,
the old and the new would be great.
yeah.
Maybe they'll do a mustard.
That would be great, yeah.
When was the last time a muster was done?
Long time ago.
Yeah.
And then, did we abandon the ball game, or is that something that,
John wants to do it,
John is pushing and I
and
don't.
it's youth, it's not police and fire.
right,
But it was youth, he really wants to do the ball game.
it's just gonna move people?
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about.
That's my only concern is moving, but, you know, whatever. But that would
Yeah.
be long after the parade, so.
Yeah,
There'll have to be a beer wagon down there, it's the only way to get people to
Because
go.
that's what they traditionally had, you know, with the ball games and things like that.
Yep.
And three-legged races, and that's where you can do a lot of those kind of fun
The
things
egg
going on.
carry.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Should we advertise that we're looking for like musicians, just informal people? I was thinking of that, the No Kings March, not the march, but the rally. There's always a guy playing
The drums,
the drums. Somebody like that,
We
that
know
might,
who he is, so.
I don't know who he is, but
he just arrives.
He just comes.
there might be people that would come forward to march and play an instrument. I don't know. What kind of patriotic kind of.
Well, yeah.
I think it's your drummer.
You think what?
I think it's the drummer that drums with you.
No, it's not Rob.
No, it's not.
It's not
No,
Rob?
some young guy, and
No,
he
it
plays
wasn't.
drums, and somebody else is on
Wasn't Rob,
trumpets.
yeah. Was that Rob playing it? I don't think so.
No, the one that played there, I don't think that was wrong.
I mean, we'll try to get Rob to play with the
Yeah.
Minutemen, if we can get him.
I feel like I saw him playing at the common.
Really?
In
Because I walked
1938,
around.
Tug of War,
I didn't recognize him, though I thought of it.
Not the latest one.
ping pong.
Oh, that's, I might have missed
Earlier
one too.
But it could have been something else.
So we'll definitely,
Yeah.
I mean, John will be in contact with
Yeah.
Rob through the telephone.
Okay.
So anything else before we? wrap up?
How do we get the scouts and Girl Scouts, Cub Scouts and all
Well,
those
Irene
people?
was on,
Oh, she was,
Yeah, we had it.
yeah,
so they know.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, so we did her for a couple things.
Yeah. I said
Um,
we had emails to them, so.
Yeah.
Irene's still there.
yeah,
No,
Yeah,
we should say
so-
now.
yeah. So, do you wanna send this transcript and I'll put it into the transcript?
Yeah.
To make the minutes?
So easy.
And when would this come, if it's gonna start at 10, 11 o'clock, what time is it you anticipating it would end?
Midnight.
I don't want the
1938 program.
I don't want to say
They
fireworks.
went to
No.
10.
Were we doing a ball in the evening,
Holy
or
moly.
was that something else? No ball.
Yeah,
Keep it simple.
No.
but you can ask the frolic people to do a demonstration.
And if we speak to Betty May, in 1938, they have a list of the music pieces that were played.
Oh, that would be neat.
That would be neat to have
Yeah.
the band play the same things from 1938.
And all the more reason why we need to print some copies, so that we have that. It's true. It's good to have.
Yeah.
Because even the electronic copy,
Yeah,
50
it's
years from
lost.
now, it's
Right.
How
nothing.
do you open this?
PDF?
Yeah.
What
And
is,
see, they did have baseball games at
Yeah.
Bethlehem Field, that's why he was so interested in that. But they had the bicycle races, were just,
Well, that was big back in the 1920s.
Yeah.
With the
Yeah.
big sport.
well, can we do some races?
it was for boys 14 years and over, and then they had a race for under
I
14.
did the Greg Reeves race on my bicycle, and I was only 20 seconds behind the
runner?
the fastest runner in my time.
You also
And that
have,
was 10 years
you
ago.
also have to buy auxiliary insurance for the parade in town,
Yes,
just to let you know.
What's the
Yes, by
insurance
who?
for?
Insurance.
insurance.
Oh,
That liability or what?
in addition to the towns and historical
Events.
societies,
And
basically.
event insurance.
Because it's a special event.
T.E. Clary was the
Okay,
conductor.
If we're-
I will contact them, because I had to, been in contact with a bunch of stuff, we, like upgrade for the Harbor Church and stuff like that.
If we're hiring people and we get a rain and we have to pay them, is an insurance policy affordable or you just
No,
suck it
no.
up?
So there's a, called RAIN. Usually it's for events that you sell tickets to, and then you pay the fee, and then if it gets rained out, they pay the return fee. So I don't think there will be any that will pay for the entertainment, but I can give you the there's two different companies, and even your event insurance might be cheaper outside of your, there's companies that just
Do it.
just
outside
do
of-
the events.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's like, that's what
Well,
they do.
that's reasonable.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm not a big fan of insurance because insurance.
You're betting against
you
yourself.
lose. You play enough,
Yes.
you lose. That is the definition of insurance.
but it's like a couple $100. As long as you don't have a bounce.
We probably ought to have the information and make
Yeah.
a decision.
But the liability issues are different from.
So when you have animals, it's higher.
Right. All right,
Is there a next meeting date?
I'm gonna wait for John, because I want to set it, because John is really the chair
Okay.
of this,
Yeah.
and he just wanted us to do it this week.
right. I think our group has to meet sooner, but this bigger group might not. Now that we get the information out, we'll get it to the businesses, people can start planning. You guys have it on the agendas for votes for your
Right.
clubs and associations, that we probably don't need to meet till after the next year.
And I'll be sending in another follow-up email to everybody I sent it to for this one, trying to encourage, if you didn't
Let me
attend.
know which businesses, like,
Yeah,
give me some.
we can divide it out.
And we are talking about meeting with the businesses in person next month.
Yeah, between this month and the end of next month.
Okay.
And
So we need
we
to
can
get
send
that
emails
back.
to those that we have
I'm setting up
emails.
categories, like a $500 sponsorship,
Yes.
$1,000 sponsorship, so you can do that.
Yeah. And we have like a rough one that we can just
Yeah.
kind of plug and play with some
You've had better
pictures.
experience with that than
Yeah.
anybody.
So that's gotta all be set up with a flyer or brochure or something about that before we head out to meet people.
Right.
Yeah, having a little, crib sheet.
Yeah.
Here's what I'm supposed to say is always
So who's
good.
gonna create that, the flyer, who's gonna do that?
I'll just take the one that I had already started.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
you can get a copy of
Yeah, I put in the time council for me, so I don't have to.
Yeah, well, you sent the language after our last meeting, and it said I need the exact language, somehow that came through.
Yeah, what you put out was fine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So, yeah, I can put it on there.
Good, thank you.
And we're trying to get hold of other.
All right, we're all set?
I think so.
I think we can adjourn. Thanks,
Yeah.
Dave. You have a minute?
Thank you, everybody, for coming.
I don't know if I'm supposed to close things here or leave.
I didn't know anything
In the
about.
car.